Okay, so in this video, we're going to look at how you make that opt-in funnel your own and how we set it up with the correct domain name. So the first thing that you're going to do is select the copy of 5-star webinars high ticket funnel. And the first thing that we want to do is rename it. So come over to settings and give it a name. So we're going to call it Healthy Natural Minerals, which is basically what I'm talking about. Now, the other thing that you might want to do is at some point later on, but you don't need to do this now, is you can put in a little image, put the URL of an image, so that when it's open in the browser, you get the little picture, the little favicon appearing in the tab up there. But what we want to do is we now want to put the domain in, but you'll see it's not there yet. So there's another step that we have to do first. So once you've put the Healthy Natural Minerals name up there in the settings, then what we're going to need to do is rename this page here. But before you do that, so scroll down, save and update settings. So now you can see up here we've got Healthy Natural Minerals. And here where we've got Optin, come over to Publishing. And you might want to leave that as Optin, or you might want to call it Lead Magnet or something of that nature. I'm actually going to leave it at Optin. I think that does the job quite well. We'll get rid of all this nonsense at the end there and just call it Optin. Update funnel setup. So now we've got somewhere, because what we want with the domain name is somewhere for it to point to when things go pear-shaped. So now we've got a page for it to point to. It doesn't matter where in future we set the domain up. We can use the domain in different funnels, but we need to have a starting point. So once we've done that little bit, I'll just take you back and see what that now looks like in the funnels. So now you've got Healthy Natural Minerals. Okay, so nice and simple. So what we're going to do now is come up to Account and Custom Domains. And add new domain. So you put the domain in here, and you do it without the www or HTTP. And now under the root, we will be able to find the Healthy Natural Minerals Optin. There it is, Healthy Natural Minerals Optin. And then we'll pick the same for the error page. There it is, Healthy Natural Minerals Optin. And you want to make sure that the SSL is enabled, so toggle that so that it comes on and click Create Domain. I don't know why that's not showing. I'm going to nip in and have a little look at that in a minute, but click Create Domain. There you go, and now you can see that it's come up here, and you can see that that SSL enable didn't work, so I'm just going to go back in and edit that. Off, on. There you go, and now that's coming up as SSL enabled. It took a couple of clicks there. I don't know why that was being temperamental, but just make sure that that is, you've got your domain and you've got SSL enabled, the root URL in, and the 404 page all set as well. All right, now that's the one and only time you're going to need to do that little bit. So in future, that is it. Your domain is integrated with ClickFunnels. So now you just go back to your funnels and select your funnel And what we're now going to need to do is integrate it within all of the pages and settings. So the first thing is the blue bar at the top. Again, come along and click on settings. And now what we're going to do is use the drop down menu, and you'll see that the domain is in there. So you can select the domain. The path, again, that is the original copy path. So just change that back to healthy natural minerals. You can get rid of the group tag if you want to, or the whole point about group tags is that you can group funnels together. So if you want to, you can create some group tags. So like I could have minerals and have all of my mineral related. In fact, I'll do that. I'll put minerals and create a new group tag. So any future funnels that I make, all to do with my healthy natural minerals, they all come up together and I haven't got to go searching for them. Okay. I'm going to get rid of the favicon Earl there because I don't want the star. At some point I could put a new image in there, but for now I'll leave it. Now this is where you can put tracking code. We'll talk about that in later videos when it comes to getting traffic and using Facebook ads and all of that kind of thing. But for now, that's all you need to do here. So we're going to scroll down and save and update settings. Now what we need to do, having done the main setting, is we need to do the individual pages, and there are a couple of different places where we need to do that. So first of all, you need to come over to publishing. At the moment you'll still see here the URL for the page is still showing the ClickFunnels. So I want to get rid of that, and I do that by coming over to publishing, and I choose my domain from the drop down menu here. I'm going to keep it as Optin and the path as Optin, and that is it. Click update funnel step. Okay, now the next thing we need to do is to come down here to this little cog, and you'll see before I do that actually though that this has automatically changed, which is really cool. So now you need to come down to this little cog, and again you need to select the domain there. Get rid of the rubbish, and so that we've got Optin, Optin, and then update page. Okay. And now we're ready to start making changes to the look of it, but I'm going to do that in another video. For now, if I just have a look at what the page looks like, you'll see that it uploads here, and it's still mine, but you've got your domain at the top here. Okay, now what you need to do is repeat that on all of these pages. So this is the opt-in page, and on the next page is the thank you page, or the video sales letter page. And again, you can change the name of this if you want to. You can give it a different name. So the first thing that you need to do is to come over to publishing. And if you want to, you can change the name of it. I'm going to leave it as it is because I know what it means, and it's, you know, it makes sense to me, but you can change that to something that makes sense to you. Pick the domain, get rid of the rubbish in the path, update funnel step. And boom, you've got the name here. Remember, whatever you've got in the name of the page here is what's going to show at the end here. And VSL is cool, but you don't really want it saying sales letter in the domain, although that's what it is. It's kind of a bit in your face. But you know, you might call it thank you page, or training part one. I don't know, whatever you want to call it, you do it, but it will show up in your domain here. Once again, we need to come down to the cog, select the domain, get rid of the rubbish there, update page. And the final page, go into publishing. Again, if you want to, you can change the name. This is the application form where they're going to complete the type form. And again, I'll show you how to integrate that separately. But for now, we're going to once again choose the domain name. Get rid of the rubbish. Update funnel step. And again, you can see that it's changed nicely there. So lastly, we go back into the little cog, choose the domain, get rid of the rubbish, update page. So that's it. Your domain name has now been fully integrated with this funnel. So now we can get on to the juicy bits, which is starting to do the integration of your email list and then change how it looks. So we'll cover those in the next couple of videos.